I'm sure all of us have been held back at some point by a fear of failure, and it's certainly a massive thing for hypnotists. But I realised quite early on in my journey as a hypnotist that it's actually really useful to me, really helpful to me, to talk to people for whom hypnosis stuff hasn't worked and really find out what their experience of that was like. So, was it starting to happen and then something popped them out of it? Was there a particular thing I said that didn't really work for them? But do you see what's happened here? Because in order to do that research, I've got to go out and do a load of hypnosis stuff that doesn't work. So now there can be no concept of failure because both of the potential outcomes are positive. And I'm sure there are similar situations in your life and work, things that you used to view as pass or fail situations, that you can apply exactly the same thinking to. An example I often use is cold calling, when you're trying to sell products and services. And in a direct parallel with the hypnosis example, it might be really useful and interesting to talk to people who don't want to buy your stuff, to find out what the barriers are and find out how you can improve your offering. So if you go into it with that mindset, you're not going to worry about failure because both of those outcomes are positive. The other thing that thinking about pass or fail tricks us into doing is viewing these situations in black and white, as if there are only two outcomes. But in all of these situations, that's not really true. If I'm doing hypnosis with somebody, there's a whole continuum of experience. There's many different places that could end up. So from right down at the bottom, nothing hypnotic happens at all and nothing works, right through to whatever roaring success looks like. They forget their own name, I turn myself invisible, they give me all their possessions or whatever. And the same is true in our cold calling example. You could get nowhere at all. They could become a fantastic customer that you deal with for years to come. You could also get a really valuable piece of feedback, even though you don't sell anything, and that long term could be more valuable than making a sale. So thinking about this continuum of experience is really helpful because it allows us to be curious about where that interaction is going to end up. Curiosity is a really powerful state of mind to be in because it keeps us present, it keeps us interested, it keeps us focused on learning something from the experience. So think about those situations that you used to view as pass or fail things. Look for the positives in the less favourable outcome and also think about the continuum of experience in order to make yourself curious about that interaction.